What's good, YouTube? It's your boy D-Riv. Hey, today we're gonna be reacting to Y2J, Chris Jericho, on the Vince McMahon stuff, man. I want to see what Y2J got to say. I'm actually curious. Maybe he could give us some stories or something. But hey, man, first time coming across the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let me know that y'all like these type of videos, and I'll continue to bring them. Also, I need you to subscribe if you're new, because I'm trying to hit 5K subscribers for the end of the year, and I want me to do it without you. So make sure you go ahead and support your boy. But without further ado, let's see what Jericho got to say, man. Here we go.
The Vince McMahon thing's interesting. He's going through a lot right now. What do you make? Because it's kind of storyline comes reality. Like, we watch this guy joke around about getting into compromising positions with employees and Trish Stratus bending over in front of him and all these funny moments and people kissing his arse in the middle of the ring. And now all of a sudden, it's alleged that, you know, he paid someone off a good few million to keep quiet after an affair. Is there surprise within the wrestling industry that happened?
Not really. I mean, is there surprise in any industry when it happens? And really, you know, when you look at it, it's really not illegal. He had an affair, paid the lady off to not say anything, and moved on. So it's almost like, okay. And people want to jump on it, but there's still always a undertone of it's wrestling. Oh, it's just wrestling. And if you look, that story came out with a bang, and then you really haven't heard anything about it since. If this was, you know, Hollywood with Harvey Weinstein and that sort of thing, but the difference between that was he was holding women back from getting gigs. Harvey Weinstein, you either bang me or you don't get the starring role. This has never been said in Vince's thing. There was a mutual acknowledgement of this affair, and then he paid the lady to say nothing, and she took the money. So, you know, I really know Vince well, and it sucks that it happened. It sucks that he did it, but is anything really going to happen from it? I really don't think so.
He's putting a public front on. He's certainly not acting like someone who's got anything to be ashamed of.
He never does. He never does.
The fact that he walked out on SmackDown straight away and announced SmackDown as if to say, "I'm what?"
That's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Fuck
and
you.
then he was at the USA on the weekend. Like,
what are you gonna do about it?
Suit it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that it'll come and go. And once again, is it morally right? Absolutely not. Is it illegal? No. Is it something that is going to get him in real trouble? I don't think so, because once again, unfortunately, it's just Vince McMahon. It's just wrestling. Of course he's going to do that. So, you know, those things come and go and they happen, and it's too bad, but I really think it doesn't really matter in the long run. And, you know, 6 months from now, I'll either be right or I'll be wrong.
What's your relationship been like with Vince? Like, because I always wonder what it's like to try to make at least a meaningful relationship, or a relationship where you have some leverage with a billionaire who runs the whole company, who is this audience of one, and Vince, to get close to him. Do you know what I mean?
Vince is just a lad at heart.
Really?
You know what I mean? He's just a fucking dude. And yes, he is very intimidating, and he's a billionaire, and he's, you know, the creator of this massive, iconic company. But deep down, he's just a dude that likes to hang out, likes to joke, and likes to drink. But everybody that surrounds him, not everybody, but so many people, he's surrounded by yes men.
Yes, he is.
Position are. He doesn't want yes men, you know? And I had a really good relationship with him. I don't have much of a relationship with him now because obviously I don't work for him. So there's a little bit of a career issue. But if I text him right now, he texts me back in 5 minutes. Always. I loved working for Vince McMahon. I loved how Vince would challenge me and push me. And I also laugh when people say, oh, Vince has lost it, and oh, look at Vince, he's terrible booker and all this other stuff. Maybe it's not great sometimes, but you're also dealing with a guy who's been doing this for 40 years. Imagine doing this for 40 years. I remember when I left in 2005, I said, I need to get away. And he said to me, I wish I could get away sometimes, but I can't. Like, kind of wistfully for like 3 seconds, and he was back to Vince McMahon. Like, of course, it's hard to do this job, but what Vince does the best, and people don't know this unless you really work closely with him, is that he used to say, like, how am I supposed to do this, Vince? I don't know. I just book the shit, you make it work.
I like
okay,
that.
so then I'll come back with an idea, and I've got this perfectly, you know, formulated idea, and let's pretend the idea is this water bottle here, right? And here it is, Vince. Here's my idea. This water bottle, and it's half full, and it says Evian on it, and it's gonna make fucking $1 million for us. I know. And he'll look at it and think about the idea. Now, most people, if we were talking right now, and I started thinking, after about 30 seconds, if we weren't on the air, you feel compelled to jump in and talk, create sound. Don't do that with Vince. If he's thinking, let him think. He doesn't want to hear your stupid, small talk. He'll just sit there. And sometimes it's 30 seconds, and sometimes it's a minute. It's very uncomfortable, but he's thinking. And then what he'll do is take the water bottle and like turn it, let's say 180 degrees. And then you see this idea that I came up with that I thought was brilliant. And this one little small twist that he adds to it makes it from a good idea to a great idea. That's
Wow.
the genius of Vince McMahon. With me, he never came up with the genesis and the foundation of the idea. I would. But when I would present it to him, he would add the one little part that made it great. And most of the big hits and some of the stuff we discussed already was made great by just the little twists that Vince added to it. Like, for example, the greatest entrance of all time, as you said. I was at a post office, and there was a countdown clock, countdown to the new millennium, which was like at the time 3 months, 5 days, 6 hours, 12 minutes, and
This is some good information, bro. I might have to watch this whole video. If y'all want me to watch the whole video and react to it, like this video for me. I will do it. I will go back and watch the whole video. I haven't seen it. This is my first time seeing any of this, but I will go back and watch the full video if y'all want me to react to it. I really like this. This is interesting. So I love Chris Jericho. He has amazing stories, as we can see, but let me know if y'all want to see that. Wow. He's telling the origins of his entrance with the countdown and him standing like this. Ooh, that's tough.
10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, and it was just running this clock. And I was like, that's the perfect way for me to come into the WWE, the countdown clock. So his addition to it was that the countdown would hit 0 right in the middle of The Rock's promo. That was the genius that he added. I never thought of that. I would never suggest that. I just thought it would end and, maybe at the beginning of the show, or it would end and I would appear. He's like, it ends right in the middle of The Rock's countdown. Like, just little things like that. Like, fuck, that's the classic part of it. Y2J, I was pitching to him as the name of my finish. And he's like, no, that's not the name of your finish. That's your name. And I was like, me? Like, yeah, you're Y2J. And I was like, really? And fuck, man. I mean, people still chant it to this day. I thought of the idea and the term Y2J. He's the one who saw the overall picture that's much more valuable for the name of you to be that. So that's kind of Vince's genius is the twists and turns that he adds to these ideas that make them really, really great.
Wow. Hey, man, like I said, if y'all want to see me react to the full video, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let me know in the comments y'all thoughts on, the things he spoke on. Like, wow, this is a good video. I actually want to react to the full thing. So make sure y'all please like this video. Subscribe if you're new so you'll be notified for the next version, because I'm sure y'all going to hit the like button up like crazy. But make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe so I can get the next version out and then you're notified. Hey, man, like the video, subscribe if you're new. It's your boy D-Riv, man. I'm out.